Namaste, everybody. How are you? Welcome back to my class. So we're going to start the class with a prayer to Lord Ganesha. So fold your hands and chant after me. Om Ganeshaya Namaha Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Now chant with me. Om Ganeshaya Namaha Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. And now we're going to chant the second prayer which we have learned. So you chant after me. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vigno Pashantaye. Now chant with me. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vigno Pashantaye. Very good. And now we are going to say our prayer to Devi Saraswati, who is goddess of knowledge. So chant after me. Saraswati namastubhyam Varade kamarupani Vidyarambham karishyami Siddhir bhavatu me sada. And now chant with me. Saraswati namastubhyam Varade kamarupani Vidyarambham karishyami Siddhir bhavatu me sada. Very good. So in the last class, I told you the stories of Lord Rama. So Lord Rama was born in Ayodhya, right? And he had 3 brothers, and then he went to school there. Then he got married to Sita, and then his father gave 2 promises to his stepmother, and they were to send Rama to the forest for 14 years and make Bharata the king of Ayodhya. So Rama kept his father's words, and Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita went to forest for 14 years. Then Bharata didn't like Rama not to be the king, so he went to the forest to get Bharata back, to get Rama back. And Rama said, no, I have promised to keep, and you go and rule Ayodhya. So Bharata took Rama's sandals, and he to put those sandals on the throne, and on behalf of Lord Rama, he ruled Ayodhya. So now Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita were living in the forest, and they were, so from here, they were coming, they went to a place called Panchavati. And a number of things happened while they were in the forest. So I'm going to tell you what all happened. So many years passed. Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita roamed the forest, meeting holy sages and fighting demons. They finally arrived at a place called Panchavati, built a beautiful straw hut, and passed their days happily in the forest amidst nature's beauty and peace. So they were happy in the forest and were living peacefully. Their exile of 14 years was coming to an end. So 14 years were nearly over. So Sita is making food and she's serving nice food to Rama and Lakshmana. Then one day, a sea demon, and her name was Surpanakha, was flying in the sky. And see, here is the Surpanakha. She was flying in the sky. And she saw Rama sitting under a tree near the hut and fell in love with him. To attract Rama, she transformed herself into a beautiful maiden. So from a demoness, she became a beautiful lady. She approached Rama and asked him to marry her. She said, "Will you please marry me?" And Rama told her to go to Lakshmana because he was already married to Sita. So Surpanakha went to Lakshmana and asked him to marry her. But Lakshmana also refused. Said, "No, I'm not going to marry you." Angry and insulted, she attacked Sita and threatened to eat her. She said, "I'm going to eat Sita, and when there is no Sita left, you are going to marry me." This angered Lakshmana became very angry. He took out his sword and cut off Surpanakha's nose. After this incident, Surpanakha wanted to take revenge. She was very hurt and also very angry. So she went to her brother Ravana, who was the king of Lanka, and asked him to punish Rama and Lakshmana for the insult. So here is Ravana. He had 10 heads and he was the king of Lanka. And Surpanakha also described that Sita was very beautiful and Ravana should marry her. King Ravana had 10 heads. See, you see in the picture? Each head told him to do different things and made him a very confused person. One head will tell him, "Sit down." The other head will tell him, "No, don't sit down." And the third head will tell him, "Go to the garden." And the fourth head will say, "Do this." So he was a very confused person because 10 heads were telling him to do different things. He was a learned scholar. He was very intelligent, but he was evil. And he was very arrogant and proud, and he thought no one could ever defeat him. He was a very proud person and a very evil person. So Ravana wanted to make Sita his wife because when this Surpanakha told how beautiful Sita was, so he wanted Sita to be his wife. But he knew that he could not abduct Sita as long as Rama and Lakshmana were there to protect her. So he devised an evil plan so that Sita was alone in the hut. So he went to his demon uncle Marich. Here is Marich. And Marich had a power to take any form he liked. He was a demon, and so he had that power. And Ravana said to Marich, "You take a form of a golden deer to attract Sita. Otherwise, I'm going to kill you." So Marich had no choice, and he took a form of a very beautiful golden deer. See, look at this deer, how beautiful he is. And then that deer went near the hut where Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana were staying. And see, here is the deer near the hut. And when Sita saw that golden deer, she was just fascinated by its looks and asked Rama to go and catch it. He said, I want that deer. Please, could you get that deer for me? So Rama went. And Rama chased the deer and finally shot it. He shot it. But this deer was actually Marich, right? He was the demon. And as Marich lay dying, he used his magic and called out, "Oh Lakshmana, oh Sita, help, help me," in Rama's voice. Not in his own voice, in Rama's voice. And hearing Rama's painful voice, Sita was very, very worried and thought that Rama was in trouble. So she asked Lakshmana to go and help his brother. He said, something has happened to Lord Rama. Could you go in the forest and find out what? And Lakshmana said, oh, nothing has happened to Rama. He's okay. But Sita insisted. So before going, Lakshmana drew a big line to protect Sita. And he asked her not to cross the line under any circumstance, because this line was a line of wall of fire. So as soon as Lakshmana left, Ravana came to the hut disguised as a sage. You know. And he tried to cross the line, cross the magic line. But it turned into a wall of fire, so he could not cross the line and grab Sita. So he then asked Sita to give him some food. He said, I am hungry. Could you please give me some food? So Sita tried to give him the food from inside the line, because she knew that she cannot step out the line. And that made Ravana very angry. And he said that he would not accept the food across the line and would rather go away hungry. On seeing him angry, Sita forgot Lakshmana's warning and crossed the line. As soon as she crossed the line, Ravana grabbed her and flew away to Lanka on his chariot. See, she grabbed Sita, put her on in his chariot, and was flying to Lanka. And then when Ravana was forcibly trying to take Sita to Lanka, the king of eagles, Jatayu, was present nearby. He tried his best to stop Ravana and even managed to injure him in the process. Right? Ravana sliced Jatayu's wings off his sword and fatally wounded him. And poor Jatayu fell on the ground. And he took Sita to Lanka. See, there is Ravana. And he took Sita. Once they got to Lanka, Ravana asked Sita to be his wife. Sita refused. He said, no, I'm not going to marry you. And also Sita refused to marry him or stay in his palace. Ravana kept her captive in his garden. See, in his garden, he kept her captive. He delegated many demonesses to guard her, to guard Sita. He also instructed them to threaten Sita into marrying him. He asked them, these demonesses, to convince Sita to marry Ravana. Sita kept on refusing Ravana's proposal of marriage due to her undying love for Rama. She was fully confident that Rama would come soon and rescue her from the clutches of cruel Ravana. She said to Ravana, no, I'm not going to marry you. Sita was a fearless woman who fought for her moral values and devotion to her husband. She remained calm and faced the terror of Ravana and his fellow demons with courage and strength. She was not afraid of Ravana at all. Now, when Rama and Lakshmana came back to the hut, Sita was nowhere to be found. With a very sad heart and tearful eyes, both set out in search of Sita. And they were looking for Sita everywhere. And they could not find Sita because Ravana had taken Sita away. And then they found Jatayu lying on the ground injured. And Jatayu told them that she had been abducted by Ravana and taken in the southern direction because Lanka was in south. When Rama was looking everywhere for Sita, he came across a demon, Kabanda, who was cursed to be a demon. Okay? And he had one eye. And Lord Rama killed him and released him from the curse. Kabanda advised Rama to meet the monkey prince Sugriv, who would be of great help in finding Sita. So they took Kabanda's advice and met Sugriv. See, Rama and Lakshmana met Sugriv. Sugriv showed Lord Rama the jewelry which Devi Sita had thrown while Ravana was taking her away. And Sita had thrown all her jewelries when Ravana was taking her away. And he was very sad to see to see that jewelry. Sugriv agreed to help, but only if Rama killed his elder brother Bali, who had been unfair to Sugriv. And Rama defeated Bali, and Sugriva became the monkey king. Then, keeping his promise, Sugriva asked his chief minister Hanuman and his entire army to help Rama in search of Devi Sita. So this is Hanuman. Hanuman was wise, strong, and deeply devoted to Lord Rama. He would do anything to help Lord Rama, and as we will see in the stories. So Hanuman had the powers to reduce his size, fly, uproot trees, break mountains, and do other incredible things. When he was still a child, he was a very strong monkey. His strength and powers knew no bounds. So he become as large as he wanted and as small as he wanted. So he had the power to reduce his size. As a child, Hanuman would playfully disrupt the prayers of the sages, destroy their sacrificial offerings, and damage their belongings. So he was a naughty child. The sages were aware of Hanuman's great powers and ignored his mischief for a long time. After excusing him on several occasions, finally a sage cursed Hanuman that he would forget his powers until someone reminded him of them. So this sage became angry, and he cursed Hanuman that he will forget his powers until someone reminded him of them. Now, the army of King Sugriva was searching for Sita everywhere. And you know that injured Jatayu, he had an older brother, and his name was Sampati. And he had very sharp eyes. And with his sharp eyes, he saw Sita sitting under a tree in Lanka, and he told Hanuman all about it. You see, Sampati is telling Hanuman that Sita is sitting under a tree in Lanka. Hanuman told the other monkeys, he told the other monkeys, and he told Jamwan, who was the king of the bears. He was also in Sugri's army. So they immediately wanted to start for Lanka, but a problem arose. Who would fly across the huge sea? There was a big sea, separating them between where they were in the forest and in Lanka. And the question was, who would fly across this huge sea? Hanuman was the bravest and strongest of all the monkeys. But due to the curse from the sages, he had forgotten all about his strength. So Jamvan, the king of bears, reminded Hanuman of his great strength. And Hanuman regained his powers and went to Lord Rama before going to Lanka to look for Devi Sita. So Hanuman went to Lord Rama for his blessings. And Lord Rama gave a ring to Hanuman so that Sita would recognize him as Rama's messenger when Hanuman meets Sita. So once Hanuman was reminded of his lost glory, he offered his prayers and set off on his journey to find Sita. See, and he increased his size. He became bigger and bigger and bigger, and with great roar, leapt into the skies. He's flying over the seas, flying in the sky to go to Lanka. So now Hanuman was zooming over the sea when suddenly a demoness named Sursa, she was a huge snake demoness, obstructed his path. Sursa thundered, "I am hungry, get into my mouth." And Hanuman, he decreased his size, he became very tiny, went into her mouth and quickly came out. He said, "I have done as you wished. You wanted me in your mouth. I have gone in your mouth and I have come out. Now let me go." And the demoness said, "All right, you can go." And then Hanuman felt himself pulled down, suddenly felt himself pulled down. Someone was pulling, and he looked around and saw that his shadow was pulled down by a demoness named Simika. See, this is Simika. And she was pulling Hanuman's shadow down. And Simika opened her mouth to swallow Hanuman, but Hanuman killed her. And finally, Hanuman landed in Lanka. He was stopped at the gates by the gatekeeper demoness Lankani. Her name was Lankani. And she said, "I'm not going to let you enter into Lanka." And Hanuman gave her a hefty punch. Instantly, she fell with a loud thud. She fell on the ground. Hanuman then entered the city of Lanka. So finally, Hanuman was in Lanka. Now, in the next class, I'm going to tell you how Hanuman meets Sita and what happens. So before that, we are going to learn a prayer to Lord Rama. So now you chant after me. I'm going to go very slowly. Om Ramaya Namaha. This means, oh, salutations to Lord Rama. See, this is Lord Rama. So we offer our salutations to Lord Rama. Om Ramaya Namaha. Now you chant after me. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. So this prayer means Om Ramaya Namaha. Salutations to Lord Rama. Ramaya Ramabhadraya. That Lord Rama who is pure, who is in form of a shining light. Ramachandraya Vedase, who is the creator. Raghunathaya Nathaya, who is the Lord of the Raghu clan, the Lord of all beings. Sitaya Pataye Namaha, and the husband of Sita. To that Lord Rama, my salutations. So now I'm going to just chant it one more time and you listen to me. Om Ramaya Namaha. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. And now we end the class with the prayer, which I think you have learned by now. So chant with me. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. Sarve santu niramayaha. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I'm going to chant one more time and you listen to me. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. Sarve santu niramayaha. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So as you see in this picture, this is the world, the globe, and all these kids around the world are holding their hands and they are praying, may all be happy. May all be free from disease. May all enjoy prosperity. May none experience sorrow. May there be peace, peace, peace. And now, with Lord Rama's blessings, Rani and Raj will give you prasada, which we accept gracefully. So today we covered that how Ravana, disguised as a sage, grabbed Sita and took her to Lanka. And then Rama met the monkey king Sugriva and Hanuman, and he then flew to Lanka. And in the next class, we will tell that Hanuman met Sita and what happened now. So in the forest, they started from here and they are somewhere here now. So now we end the class and say goodbye, namaste, see you next week, bye bye, फिर मिलेंगे, goodbye.